So when it comes to Captain Marvel, we thought we had some of the details all laid out and we knew what was going to be happening. Now recently we of course learned that Samuel Jackson would actually be part of the movie as it's set in the 90s. But from what it sounds like from the man himself, it doesn't seem that it's gonna go that way, at least for right now. So of course, with Samuel Jackson, we know that he signed a 9-movie deal. Now, quite obviously, this is pretty insane, and there's been rumors that he might have actually extended his contract, but we don't really know about that as of right now. But recently, while actually getting to sit down and talk to some reporters, he really got to talk about the future of his character, and they specifically actually asked him about Captain Marvel, which is of course set in the 90s. And he says, "I haven't signed a contract, haven't seen a script." Now obviously we know that the script for Captain Marvel is nowhere near done, as they're bringing on other screenwriters to take cracks at it and modify some pieces. So quite obviously I don't think the contract has been put out to him yet, which kind of makes a lot of sense, but a lot of people are questioning, does this mean is he even going to appear in the movie at all? But then he had this to say regarding the upcoming movies. "I wasn't in the superhero arguments movie, Captain America Civil War. I'm not in Avengers 3 or 4. They're shooting them right now and they haven't called me yet. They wouldn't let me go to Black Pantherville. So it's kind of like, how are you going to make a Black Marvel movie and not let Nick Fury show up in it?" So quite clearly this kind of explains the movies we're not going to be seeing him in, which is all the movies coming up. Now, it doesn't say anything about Ant-Man and the Wasp, the future Spider-Man, or anything like that, and we know they probably want to just hang on to these contracts for as long as possible so they don't have to renegotiate anything, which obviously would cost them a lot of money. But I think him being in Captain Marvel is more or less a given considering when it takes place, and considering his line in Iron Man regarding if Tony thinks he's the only superhero around, which obviously he's not. So I think they just really haven't offered him the contract because he doesn't have a script to look at. But then again, even if he doesn't like the script, it doesn't matter because he has a contract to be in these movies whenever the hell they tell him to be in them. And if he nullifies that, well, then Disney's going to send the snipers after him, and then that's a whole nother story in a legal battle. So I definitely think he's going to be in it, but it doesn't sound like he's in, any of the other movies, which honestly, that's all right because, well, he'll be in other movies.